Before the sun rises in Cebu City, the streets are already alive with quiet movement. The seer carries salt and diesel, and the sound of early jeepneys rolling past puddles left by last night's rain on a narrow sidewalk near the pier. A young man, worn for years. His shoes are torn so badly that he often walks barefoot. His home is wherever he can rest his head for the night, sometimes a bench, sometimes cardboard behind a closed shop. His stomach growls, but he smiles anyway, because music lives inside him, and it never lets him feel completely empty. Mateo hums softly as he sits up. His voice, even at its lowest, sounds different. It is deep, warm, and strangely powerful. A fisherman passing by pauses for a moment, listening without realizing why, then keeps walking. Mateo does not notice. He pulls a crumpled paper from his bag. An email printed at an internet cafe weeks ago. Ireland's Got Talent 2025 audition confirmed. He reads it every morning, like it might disappear if he stops believing. Mateo grew up in the poorest part of Cebu City. His father was a dock worker who sang old rock songs while fixing nets. His mother cleaned houses and loved church hymns. Music filled their tiny room, but money never did. When Mateo was 12, his father died suddenly, and everything collapsed. School stopped. Food became uncertain. Singing on the streets became survival. People called him the poor boy with the big voice. Some laughed, some listened, most forgot. But the voice grew stronger, because pain shaped it. Every night, Mateo imagined stages he had only seen on borrowed phones. Bright lights, crowds, judges who looked powerful and untouchable. He never imagined Ireland. He barely knew where it was. But when a foreign tourist recorded him singing by the pier and posted the video, everything changed. Messages came, comments exploded, and one email arrived offering him a chance he never thought possible. Now, backstage in Dublin, the air feels cold and unreal. Mateo stands alone, surrounded by people with perfect clothes and confident smiles. He feels invisible again. A producer asks him questions about his life. His voice shakes. When he answers, he says, "Cebu City," he says. "Street singer," he says. "No family left." The producer nods politely and moves on. On the other side of the curtain, the judges laugh at a joke from the host. One judge scrolls on a tablet, barely interested. Another judge stretches her shoulders, looking tired from a long day. A third judge whispers that the next contestant looks too nervous. Mateo hears none of that. He presses his hand to his chest, feeling his heart race. He closes his eyes and remembers the sea, the streets, the nights of hunger. He whispers a prayer in Cebuano, asking only for strength, not victory. The stage lights hit him like a wall of heat. The audience looks endless. Mateo squints, trying to breathe. The host smiles, asks his name, asks where he is from. Mateo answers quietly, "Cebu City, Philippines." The judges exchange looks. One raises an eyebrow. Another forces a polite smile. They have heard many stories tonight. Poor singers, big dreams, broken voices. The music starts softly. A simple piano note floats through the room. Mateo grips the microphone. His first note is low, controlled, almost shy. But it carries emotion like a confession. The room shifts without realizing why. Conversations stop. Phones lower. Heads turn. The second line grows stronger, and Mateo lifts his face. The sound that comes out is raw and fearless. It is not imitation. It is memory. It is loss. It is hope. As the song builds, Mateo forgets where he is. He is back on the pier, singing to the sea, back in a dark room, singing to his mother, back on the street, singing for coins. The notes climb higher, stretching the limits of what anyone expected from him. One judge leans forward, suddenly, eyes wide. The bored expression disappears. The female judge brings her hand to her mouth, feeling goosebumps rise on her arms. The toughest judge, who never cries, feels his throat tighten against his will. Mateo steps forward, not dancing, not copying anyone, but owning the stage with nothing but voice and truth. The chorus explodes, and Mateo releases everything. Years of hunger, rejection, loneliness burst out in a soaring note that fills the hall. The sound is powerful, but not perfect. It cracks slightly, and that crack breaks something in the room. The audience stands one by one. Some are crying openly. A man in the front row wipes his face, shaking his head in disbelief. The camera cuts to the judges. The female judge has tears running freely. She does not bother hiding them. The male judge grips the desk, breathing deeply. His eyes are red and shining. The third judge whispers, "This is unreal," to no one in particular. Mateo hits the highest note of the song and holds it. His body trembles, his eyes close, tears stream down his face, but he does not stop. The note hangs in the air like time has frozen. Then silence. A full second passes. 2 seconds. No one moves. The